Hey everyone, so today's video is something slightly different. So I'll be comparing the Hot Wheels Mainline versus the Hot Wheels Premium. These are basically the same casting, right? This is the Alfa Romeo GTV6 3.0. So on my left, I have the Hot Wheels Premium version, and on my right, this is from the Mainline version. I think it's the first Mainline that was released. So yeah, without further ado, let's just compare these two models and see, what you get for the premium versus the mainline. So let's first start from the base. So as you can see, they are the same casting. The Alfa Romeo GTV6 3.0. The top car is the one from Hot Wheels Premium. So um, so basically, they're made in different countries. So that's the first thing that I actually noticed. The Hot Wheels Premium is made in Thailand, and the mainline is made in Malaysia. Now the copyright date obviously is the same exact casting, but the most obvious difference definitely is that for the mainline, this is a plastic base, right? So that's a clear difference. And for the premium, this is a metal base. So as you hold these castings, you can definitely notice the difference in the weight. I think the premium is like almost twice as heavy, right? So that's definitely the first thing that you notice. Now the second thing is the wheels. Now I just want to mention that the wheels definitely, the Hot Wheels Premium, they have obviously the real rider rubber tires, and so as you can see over here, the tires for the Hot Wheels Premium is definitely a nicer tire, right? It has a slightly more interest. It's something that is a little bit different. The tires are rubber tires, so definitely when you roll them around, there's a slightly different feel. Whereas for the Hot Wheels mainline, is plastic tires. So and the tires are a little bit more generic. Obviously, the Hot Wheels mainline as well, they have many different types of tires. So I think generally for most cars, they definitely have some pretty nice tires already. But if you want something a little bit more bespoke, definitely Hot Wheels Premium is the way to go. So then the next thing that I want to talk about is obviously the decals. So I think here's where the Hot Wheels mainline actually shines. So as you can see, the printing of the decals is very clear for the Hot Wheels mainline, right? Just take a look at how clear the printing is. It's extremely clear. This is just their normal tempo prints, and contrast this with the Hot Wheels Premium, where you can see the pixelation in the printing, right? So I think I'm not sure why, but the Hot Wheels Premium printing is always this sort of like a pixelated static kind of printing. So as you can see, the Hot Wheels, the Brembo, Alfa Romeo, the green of the Alfa Romeo and the 82 is all slightly pixelated. It's really not too bad if you look at it from afar, right? If you look at it from afar, it's fine, you can't really see it. But if you look up close at your die cast, then you can definitely see the pixelation, right? Again, just remember how this looks like, and I'll switch back to the main line for a quick comparison. And this is the main line, so much clearer tempos. So if how crisp the tempos are is part of your criteria, then I think the main lines actually present quite a bit of value in that respect. Now again, just wanted to compare. As you can see over here, the headlights are done in a slightly different fashion, and the grille details, it's slightly different. Again, I think how crisp the tempos are, it goes to the main line on the right hand side, but definitely there's more details that's being done in the Hot Wheels Premium. So just look at this, just a lot more printing, even though it's obviously the pixelated kind of printing for the Hot Wheels Premium, but definitely a lot more compared to the Mainline, which doesn't really have too much, but it's a little bit more crisp in terms of the printing quality. For the back as well, as you can see, I think here's where the Premium definitely wins over the Mainline. So as you can see, the Mainlines, they typically restrict tempos to 3 surfaces, so the 2 sides plus the front or the back, or the top, right? So to 3 surfaces, just as a way to save costs, and obviously you're paying less for the main lines. Whereas for the premiums, you typically get all around tempos. As you can see over here, the tail light tempos are pretty nice. Definitely lots of details. It's just again the pixelated style of tempo prints, and the top as well. It's really just tempos on every single surface for the Hot Wheels Premium. But other than that, the casting is the exact same casting for these two. And so yeah, final thoughts on the Hot Wheels Premium versus Mainlines. I think for me, I have to consider the price, right? I think the Hot Wheels Mainline in Singapore, it costs about 4 Singapore dollars, and the Hot Wheels Premium costs about 13 Singapore dollars. Now definitely, given the almost, it's more than 3 times price difference, right? So I would say for the most part, I would actually go for the Hot Wheels Mainlines, because it definitely is extremely clear in terms of the print tempos. I don't mind the plastic base and plastic tires. I honestly think it's fine. It rolls even better, right? It's not as realistic, but it rolls better. It's I don't really look at the base anyways, and the print quality is much better. So for the most part, I actually lean towards the Hot Wheels Mainlines. But definitely, I think there is definitely a place for Hot Wheels Premium. In a case where you particularly like a specific livery, I think it's sometimes worth it to actually go for the Hot Wheels Premium. And definitely, when you hold it in your hand, you definitely feel that quality step up over the Hot Wheels Mainline. And obviously you shouldn't really look too closely at the details of the tempos, right, because it has slight pixelation. So yeah, so that's all for today's video. Hope that you found this useful, and let me know what you think in the comments below.